Hello everyone. So before we start this video, a quick mention of the ongoing fundraiser with NAFO, featuring Sukhamima's channel patches to raise funds to buy utility vehicles for Ukraine. Any help would be greatly appreciated. So I have a really interesting video here showing a Russian Pantsir SAM system trying and failing to intercept a Storm Shadow missile, not once, but twice. This is the same Storm Shadow that hit the Chonhar Bridge. So the Pantsir gets an infrared lock on the Storm Shadow at point blank range, but the missiles just fail to track it. Spectacularly missing. It's very interesting footage, and honestly, I'm surprised that Russia shared it, since it's a clear fail. Are they proud of missing Storm Shadow? Maybe they're proud that they managed to detect it. But even that isn't a brag, considering how close the Storm Shadow was before they did manage to detect it. So we are seeing the target picked up by radar first, very close to the Pantsir. Then, the target position is handed off to the gunner, who verifies the target through a thermal camera. A missile is launched and fails to hit the Storm Shadow. Additionally, the proximity fuse also fails and the missile overshoots. Screenshot time. So here is the detection of the Storm Shadow. I believe each ring which you can see on the radar indicates 5 to 10 kilometers distance from the Pantsir SAM system. So this shows that the Storm Shadow was extremely close to the launcher when it was detected and engaged. Now the crew were recording this, so it is possible that the Pantsir detected the Storm Shadow further out but then lost track of it. It's also possible that the Storm Shadow was detected by something else and the Pantsir was warned that it was approaching. But given the Storm Shadow appeared on the Pantsir's radar at the last minute, it did what it was supposed to, fly in low, hugging the terrain, until it was too late. On this screenshot, the Pantsir's gunner gets a lock on the Storm Shadow as it approaches the target. Screenshot 3. This is the launch of a Pantsir missile at the Storm Shadow. And here, we can see the Pantsir in flight approaching the Storm Shadow. In this screenshot, we can see the Pantsir missile as it turns, missing the Storm Shadow, or, if you're Russian, intercepts it. But we will get to the Russian shills and the Russian bots as nonsense very soon, and it's worth a look. Now, despite what some say, this flash here isn't the Storm Shadow hitting the bridge, nor is it the Storm Shadow getting intercepted. This flash is the launch of a second Pantsir missile. Now, the launch of this missile seems to cause the operator to lose track of the Storm Shadow. Whether it overloaded the Pantsir system or the vibrations of the Pantsir system itself after the missile launch caused the operator to lose track, I don't know. But as seen in this screenshot here, the operator does manage to pick it up again. Here the Storm Shadow starts to dive down, adjusting its course, again causing the operator to lose track of it. The operator finds it again. This is a view from behind the Storm Shadow as it heads away from the Pantsir. It's dropping behind a tree line where the bridge is located, and boom, it impacts on the bridge. How do we know that this is an impact on the bridge? Because it's impacting on the ground below the tree line. You can see the tree line on the image. So this clearly wasn't a successful intercept. It was two misses. One narrowly missing, the second missile, God knows where that one went. Hilariously, Russia has its bot and shill army doing the rounds, trying to claim this was a successful interception. As you can see in these Twitter screenshots here, when the only thing that successfully intercepted Storm Shadow was the bridge, which sheds some light as to why Russia released the footage. I guess if you haven't had a real victory, fall back on that tried and tested method of just making one up. Like when they claimed to destroy a HIMARS, which was parked on the second floor of an office building. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. If so, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And also, give the video a share too, so others can view it. Thanks very much, and take care everybody.